Hey y'all, March Madness is back. I'm here to fill up my bracket and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hey, comment down below some of you guys' bracket predictions, national championship winner and all that good stuff. And hey, listen man, I'm not even gonna waste time with too much of an intro, bruh. We're gonna get straight into these bracket predictions, man. Hey, let me know if I'm stupid, let me know if I'm right, let me know if you agree with me. And yeah man, it's your boy Sal. March Madness, man. Let's get it. Alright, here we go, y'all. First things first, I'm gonna go ahead and put all the 1 seeds in the next round, bruh. And I know Virginia lost a few years ago, but I can't see none of these 1 seeds losing their first round matchup, man. I'm not even gonna waste too much time on that. Alright, next we got Boise State. Really, first matchup, Boise State versus Memphis, man. I'm gonna go with Memphis, man. I got a lot of faith in Penny Hardaway, bro. I feel like he's coaching. The team has improved since Amani Bates has left, man. I'm gonna go with Memphis right here, dog. Next, we got UConn versus New Mexico State. I know New Mexico State is a sleeper team. A lot of people saying they can upset. I'm gonna go with UConn still, bro. I just like the way they play defense, bro, and I like the shooters they got on the outside. I feel like they're a well-coached team. I'm gonna go with UConn, bro. This is Vermont. Now, this is another upset potentially that people are saying. Vermont is well tested. They've been here before. They've lost in the first round before. But Arkansas, man, I just think going through the SEC, bro, you don't do all that just to lose in the first round unless your name is like, I ain't gonna throw no shade, but I like JD Notte a lot, bro. I'm gonna go with Arkansas, man. I like the coach as well. Right here is where I was about to say, bro. Alabama, bro, I'm not really sold on them as a 6 seed. I know they have some good wins, but they're way too up and down for me, man. So I'm gonna say the winner of this Rutgers Notre Dame game. I think it's gonna be Rutgers. Probably gonna win that, beat Alabama, but I'm gonna go with Rutgers and Notre Dame. All right, Texas Tech, I'm not even gonna speak too much on yet because I know they're gonna beat Montana State. If they don't, then I'm gonna go ahead and destroy my bracket. Throw it away. Michigan State versus Davidson. I watched Davidson play Richmond in their conference championship, dog. I wasn't too impressed enough to feel like they're gonna make a huge upset run, but a lot of people are. They got my man's Lee, who's a great shooter. But I think Michigan State is going to win this game. I just think that Tom Izzo is a great coach, and I feel like he's going to have these boys ready to go. I feel like Michigan State did underachieve this year, but I feel like they started to play better as of late. I'm going to go with Duke, obviously. Shout out to Cal State Fullerton, but I'm going to go with Duke. Obviously, I don't really need to explain why I'm having Duke win that game, and I'm going to go ahead and go with Duke. We got Arizona, obviously, going to the next round. Seton Hall versus TCU. I'm gonna go with TCU, man. Big 12, battle tested. They beat Kansas, beat Texas Tech, beat Texas. I just think they're ready to go, man. I think they're at least ready to win the first round. So I'm gonna go with TCU, man. Now here's another potential upset pick that people have, man. UAB in Houston, dog. Jordan Walker on UAB is a bucket. He could put up 30 shots a game and get you 40. But Houston plays amazing team defense, bro. They're missing a couple of their best players, but they still are getting it done somehow. Great coaching. I'm going to go with Houston still. I'm not going to have them getting upset, bro. I think Houston, they made the Final Four last year, lost some players, but they still kept some, and I think they're all right, man. I think that Illinois can get it done. I know I went with them last year, and they sold me out, bro, but I feel like this year come around, man, I think they'll be ready to go, bro. I'm going to go with Illinois, man, bro. Colorado State versus Michigan, bro. Everybody and their mama is saying that Michigan should not be here, and I was one of them.
We told you Juwan Howard was not happy about that timeout. Juwan Howard just threw a right hand, and now we got a scrum.
At least in my opinion, okay, if they're there, they shouldn't. I feel like they should have been in the first 4. I feel like Indiana should have been comfortably in like where they're at, but I'm not a bracketologist. I'm not a schedule maker, so that's not in my control. But I'm going to still go with Colorado State, man. I feel like Colorado State, they got my boy Roddy, who's a bucket down low. He's a big man down there. He can get it done. He can post up. He can face up. He's going to be a lottery pick or a top 20 pick in the draft. Tennessee's one of the hottest teams in the nation right now. I'm going to go with Tennessee over Longwood. Ohio State and Loyola Chicago, man. Ohio State is known for selling out horribly towards the end of the season, bro. And with that being said, Loyola Chicago is being coached by Denzel Valentine's brother. I forgot his first name, but shout out to him. I think he's the youngest coach in the field. And I'm going to go with Loyola Chicago with the upset. I guess if you want to call it an upset, even though Loyola Chicago does this, they always win their first or second round matchups. So I'm going to go with Loyola Chicago. And obviously I'm going to go with Villanova, man. It doesn't need to say much against Delaware, bro. Here y'all, bro. Gonzaga, the #1 overall seed versus Memphis. I really want to see Memphis win this game. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you. But I'm going to be safe. I'm going to go with Gonzaga. I feel like Gonzaga just has way too much talent. They got Chet, who's projected to be a top 3 pick. I also know about Mustache Man and Drew Timmy. Man, I don't really like Gonzaga. I'm sorry if you're a Gonzaga fan. I'm not a huge Gonzaga fan, but I at least have y'all. Every year I got y'all at least making the Sweet 16 or Elite 8 and losing, which y'all end up usually doing anyway. We're in the Final Four, so I'm gonna go with Gonzaga to be safe. But I would love to see Penny Hardaway get those guys, or Boise State. If I'm wrong and Boise State wins, I would love to see Boise State get a chance to beat Gonzaga. But I'm gonna be safe, man. I'm gonna go with Gonzaga. UConn versus Arkansas. If this is indeed the matchup, I'm gonna go with Arkansas again. I like JD Notae. I like the guys they got around them. They got a big guy named Jalen Williams down there. I know UConn has RJ Cole. I like him as well. I think it's gonna be a great game. Honestly, I'm gonna go with Arkansas to win that game right there. Right here, we got either Rutgers or Notre Dame versus Texas Tech. I'm gonna go with Texas Tech. I feel like they're just an older, veteran team. They got some 5-year guys on that team. I think one of them's a 6-year guy. They got a lot of talent on that team. Nobody's great per se. They're just a lot of good players, a lot of players that know what to do with the basketball. And I like the coach as well, getting it done this year. I got Texas Tech, man. Right here is the matchup that, if it happens, bro, we all know how these Duke Michigan State games get, bro. They get intense, bro. About 7 years ago, Duke beat Michigan State in the Final Four to make it to the national championship game. And then a couple years after that, in 2019, Zion, RJ Barrett, and Cam Reddish and Trey Jones, they lost to Michigan State, Cash Winston, and Xavier Tillman and guys to get to the Final Four in the Elite 8. So, I mean, recently it's been some great battles. Man, can Duke really lose in the second round? Can Coach K end his career with another early exit? I'm going to be safe. I'm going to go with Duke just to be safe. I know, but I want to pick an upset like that so bad. But I'm going to be honest. I'm going to go with Duke. They're talented. They just got Paolo, man. They got Trevor Keels. They got AJ Griffin. I like Roach. And times he's okay. Times he kind of scares me a little bit. They got Mark Williams, who's a beast down low. If you've watched Duke recently, Mark Williams is high-key been carrying their defense, man. He's erasing everything down there. He's getting it done, cleaning up misses. So I think it's going to be a little bit too much for Michigan State to handle, but I would love to see that game. I feel like it'll be a great, amazing game as always. And I'm not even going to lie, I might not even be surprised if Michigan State wins, but I'm going to the Arizona versus TCU. I'm going to Arizona. Again, I think Arizona's just way too talented right now. Offensively, they got it all going. They got 2 big guys. They rotate on off the bench. And they're just way too talented right now. I'm going to go with Arizona. Houston versus Illinois. Now, if this really happens and these 2 teams don't get upset like everybody seems to think they will, man, this might be an interesting game, man. Houston, again, defense. And then obviously Illinois has Kofi Cockburn. They got my boy Trent Frazier. Got shooters like Plummer on the outside. It will be a very interesting game. They got Andre Carvello, who's been a little iffy. I will go with Houston with this matchup. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I like Houston's defense. I like their coach more. I feel like they're just a lot more disciplined. They got Fabian White, Jamal Shedd. I just like their team, man. I'm not gonna lie. Colorado State versus Tennessee. Colorado State is a great team right now. They've had a great season, I should say. I don't know if they're a great team, but great season. Tennessee is just rolling right now. They're playing on another level. They're beating all the competition. People said their home record. They went in the SEC tournament and cleaned up house. They're streaking right now with Tennessee. And then right here, if it happens, we got Loyola Chicago versus Villanova. I'm not a huge fan of Villanova myself. I like Connor Gillespie. Colin. I'm sorry, I forgot his first name off the rip. But Gillespie, we already know who he is. Player of the year. He's dope. I'm not sure if he got that Jalen Brunson, Ryan Arcidiacono type in. I mean, he does, but I don't know. To lead a team to the national championship, like those guys did, they had a lot of talent around them as well. And I don't think this team is as talented as those other teams. Well, Chicago gets yet to another Sweet 16. All right, we got North Carolina versus Marquette. I'm going to go with North Carolina easy. I think North Carolina, what they did to Duke, we already know. I know they lost to Virginia Tech, so they do. What are you going to do about it? We got St. Mary's versus Wyoming or Indiana. I really want to say if Indiana wins, I would have them beating St. Mary's. If Wyoming wins, I think St. Mary's can beat them. So this is tough. Wyoming or Indiana. St. Mary's, man, I'm not doubting that they're a good team, but I just feel like, man, these two teams right here are battle tested, but more specifically Indiana, I feel like they should have been a higher seed. I feel like they should be where Michigan is at, but I'm not going to beat a dead horse. UCLA versus Akron. I'm going to go with UCLA, man, to win this one. You don't even really say too much. Shout out to Akron for making it, but I'm going to go with UCLA. Texas versus Virginia Tech. Texas, bro. Time and time again, Texas continues to sell out in the biggest moments, and I think this is going to be one of those. I'm going to go with the ACC champions, Virginia Tech, to keep it rolling. They had to clutch up to get to the tournament. They got the 11th seed, and they got a team in Texas that is very beatable. And I'm going to go with Virginia Tech to win this game. Purdue to beat Yale, please. Last year, Purdue did lose to North Texas in the first round, but I feel like this year they got a lot back. They got a lot better as a team. I'm going to go with Purdue. Here's the most interesting matchup of the first round, in my opinion. Murray State versus San Francisco. Two teams that obviously are not household names. They're basically mid-major schools, but they are here facing each other in the first round after having one of the best seasons in school history. Murray State is about 30-2 right now. They got Tevin Brown, KJ Williams, and I like their coach. They play with John Morant, so they're battle-tested in that regard. San Francisco has been playing Gonzaga and those guys in their conference, potentially. So I'm going to go with Murray State. Obviously, I got Kentucky beating St. Peter's. Shout out to St. Peter's. But yeah, San Diego State. Go with Creighton. We got Iowa versus Richmond. I saw Richmond beat Davidson in their conference championship. But at the same time, Iowa is cooking right now. They won the Big Ten. They beat Purdue. Keegan Murray is a ball. He's a bucket. He's a first round lottery, top 10, maybe even top 5 pick by the end of this tournament. Versus South Dakota State. A lot of people are saying South Dakota State is a potential upset to Providence because the way Providence did lay an egg against Creighton in the Big East tournament. But I'm going to still go with Providence. I think they're a good team. I got Providence going to the next round. This is an interesting matchup. These are two teams that started off undefeated, 12-0. I think both of them started off 11-12, 13-0, whatever, and both struggled to close their season out of the conferences, respectfully. But LSU firing Will Wade, a lot of people feel like that could be a distraction and then they're not going to be ready to go. I'm going to personally say they're going to use that as a motivation in winning this game. I feel like the players probably didn't even like him anyway. Coach seemed always so animated for no reason, probably because he knew his time was ticking. So hopefully, I'm going to say this team uses his firing as motivation, and they win the first round against a struggling Iowa State team, even though LSU was kind of struggling themselves. I'm going to go LSU. Wisconsin, I got them beating Colgate. Wisconsin did lose to Michigan State in the Big Ten tournament, but they do that. They do have Johnny Davis and Davidson as well, so I think they'll get it done. I like Charlie Moore on Miami. I like Cam McGusty, their older team. Coach is a veteran coach. I'm gonna go with Miami as an upset pick, even though USC is very talented. But I'm still going with Miami. I feel like they can get it done. Auburn versus Jacksonville State. Jacksonville State, of course, made the tournament because I forgot the name of the school, but the school was transitioning into the Division I, and they couldn't make it even though they won the tournament. Katie Johnson struggled horribly against Texas A&M, went 0-14. But I'm going to go ahead and pick Auburn to win this game. Obviously, it's the first round matchup. Hopefully, this game can get him back on track and get him ready to go to make a deep run. Back over here, we got Baylor and North Carolina. Baylor is so injury riddled, man. They've had barely little time to get it together. Go with North Carolina, y'all. I think North Carolina is just playing as good. UCLA versus Wyoming or Indiana, bro. I'm going to go with UCLA no matter what. I feel like UCLA battle tested. We all know how they ended their season last year. They lost in a buzzer beater to Jalen Suggs and Gonzaga, and Gonzaga in turn ended up getting killed, destroyed, demolished by Baylor. All right, Virginia Tech versus Purdue. I'm gonna go with Purdue because I just feel like they're a lot talented. I think they can get that done. And then Murray State versus Kentucky. I'm gonna go. My gosh, this is gonna be a good game if it happens. It reminds me of those Wichita State teams that with Fred VanVleet, Ron Baker, Clay Anthony Early, all those guys. Dog. I know Oscar Tshiebwe is Player of the Year. They got Ty, Xavier Wheeler. They got Grady. I'm gonna go with Murray State to get the upset done in the second round. They're rolling right now. So is Kentucky, but I'm gonna go with Murray State, man. I'm gonna stand on it. Kansas versus Creighton. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Kansas. I think they're a talented team right now. Iowa versus Providence. I'm gonna go ahead and go with I'm gonna go with Iowa on this one. Do I want to do that? You know what? Iowa is rolling right now. They're cooking. They won the Big Ten tournament. It's hard to see them losing right now to Providence, man. But I like Providence a lot too, man. Man, this is gonna be hard. I'm gonna go with Providence. I think they can get it done. I think Providence has a lot of talent. I think they can get it done. I like the coach as well. So we'll see. I'm gonna go with LSU. This might be a dumb pick, but hear me out. LSU fires Will Wade, motivated to win the first round. Wisconsin did struggle against Michigan State. Johnny Davis did get boxed up. If the LSU can play solid defense on Johnny Davis, they can literally win that game. I'm gonna go with LSU to win that game. That's another one of my upset picks I'm gonna throw in there, man. I could be way off, but hey, man, it's what we do. Miami and Auburn. I'm gonna go with Auburn. I ain't gonna lie. Miami is great. It's cool, good, but Auburn, if they're locked in, man, Jabari Smith, Walker Kessler, Wendell Green, KD Johnson, Flanagan, it's gonna probably be too much for them, man. Gonzaga versus Arkansas. I'm gonna go with Gonzaga again. I'm gonna just be safe. I think they just got way too much talent to be losing to Memphis or Arkansas. Even though Arkansas is a great team, but I think Gonzaga should win that game. So I'm gonna go with Gonzaga. Texas Tech and Duke. This is the matchup that would be amazing to me. We got a young freshman-led team in Duke with Paulo Keels and Mark Williams. Mark Williams is a sophomore, I think. But AJ Griffin. And we got Texas Tech with a whole bunch of veterans. I'm going to go with Texas Tech on this one, man. Shout out to all the Duke fans. Listen, I think this is going to be one of the best games in the tournament if it actually happens. I think it'll be an amazing matchup. I think it'll be must-see TV. But I'm going to trust that the veterans can get it done in Texas Tech. So I'm going to go with Texas Tech. I think that's a tough matchup. Arizona versus Houston. I'm going to go with Arizona. I just think they're way too talented offensively. We got Ben Mathurin, Dalen Terry, Kurt Kriisa, Tubella. They got a lot of players on that team. But Ben Mathurin is one of the best players in college basketball. He knows what to do with the basketball. I'm going to go with Arizona. Tennessee versus Loyola Chicago. I'm going to go with Tennessee. They're rolling, man. I'm going to go with Tennessee on that one. And then that leaves us with Gonzaga versus Texas Tech to go to the Final Four. This happened approximately 3 years ago, before the Corona lockdown happened. It was Rui Hachimura and Gonzaga, that team, against, I think it was Jared Culver and Texas Tech. I'm going to go with Texas Tech, bro. I'm going to have Texas Tech going to the Final Four, beating Gonzaga once again. Again, Gonzaga is way more talented. They're way bigger. Something is in my gut telling me that could be a great game. And if it comes down to defense and making veteran plays, I'm going to go with Texas Tech, bro. That could be rough. Arizona versus Tennessee. I'm not even going to hesitate. I'm going to go with Arizona, man. I honestly, if Arizona does not make it this far, I'm actually going to be shocked because I've watched them legitimately play a lot of games. I think they're one of the best teams, if not the best team in the country right now. As far as total talent and just the way they play basketball. Offensively, they score the ball. They got two big men down low that could block. And Tennessee is playing great right now. It'll be a matchup of two of the hottest teams in the country, Arizona and Tennessee, if that happens, especially if they get to that point. But I'm going to go ultimately with Arizona, man. I think they can get it done, man. We got North Carolina and UCLA, man. UCLA, I feel like they're going to be highly motivated to get back to that national championship game that they didn't get to get to. So I'm going to go with UCLA against North Carolina. And then Purdue, and if it is indeed Murray State, man. Man, that's a tough one right there. I'm not going to lie to you. Purdue, even though that'll be a very good game, that'll be a great game. I'm going to trust that Ivy, Hunter, the backcourt can hold up against Tevin Brown and those guys. And I'm going to hope that Edey and Travion Williams can do their job against KJ Williams. I'm going to think that Purdue can hopefully get the job done. Over here we got Kansas and Providence. I'm going to shock people, and I'm going to go with Providence, bro. I think Providence is a well-coached team. They've had some struggles, but I feel like they have enough talent to compete with Kansas, and I feel like they can beat Kansas. Kansas seems to get to a high seed every year and not really win a national championship, let alone really get to the national championship. And I feel like this year may be nothing different, man. Shout out to all the Kansas fans out there. But I'm going to go with Providence on this one. But if you have Wendell Green hitting shots, KD Johnson at least making a shot, and Walker Kessler getting blocks and rebounds, and Jabari Smith is obviously a top 3 pick, I feel like they can get it done. I'm going to go with Auburn. And then that leaves us with UCLA versus Purdue. That would be an amazing game, in my opinion, if that does happen. I'll be here for that game. That'll be a great game. And I'm going to go with Purdue. UCLA, I know they're motivated to get back. I feel like that's a toss-up game, but I'm going to just go with Purdue in that scenario. And then right here, Providence versus Auburn, I'm going to go with... Man, that's a tough one. I'm going to go with Auburn. To be safe, I'm going to go with Auburn to get to the to the Final Four back there. If you guys remember, it was just 3 years ago that Auburn surprised everybody and made the Final Four. Now, they had way different players. They had Okiki and Jared Harper and Bryce, all those kind of guys there. But Coach Pearl still saying Coach Pearl. So we'll see. But I think Auburn can get back there. Which means I have Texas Tech, Purdue, Arizona, and Auburn. Now, honestly, like when you really look at it, that doesn't seem too bad. And I feel like I had some crazy picks to get here, but honestly, this is not a terrible prediction. But honestly, any of these teams could lose in the first round, and it'll be horrible. My bracket will be done. I'm gonna throw up, I'm gonna cry, and I'm gonna puke. But in the case that it's not Texas Tech and Purdue, I'm gonna go with man. I'm going to go with Purdue to get to the national championship game. And then on this side, I'm going to go with Arizona to be too much for Auburn to handle. And I'm going to have Purdue and Arizona in a national championship. And man, oh my gosh. Like, I would love to see a national championship between these two teams. Like I said, we got Ivy, we got Matherin. But we got a lot of great players on both sides of the ball. Ultimately enough, my national champion would have to be Arizona, bro. I gotta go Arizona. I just think they got too much talent. They want me to put a score. I want it to be a high scoring game. I'm gonna go 77 to 71. I'm gonna say that Arizona wins in a close, high scoring battle. I'm gonna say that they just ultimately make some good plays down the stretch. I'm going to say that Ivy is going to use this loss as motivation to grind in the summertime, go to the NBA, get drafted, top 5, top 10, whatever he gets drafted. He's going to have a great career. And I'm going to say Ben Matherin takes this national championship win, ups his stock, and even more than what it is. And he's going to be a champion. He's going to be a winner throughout his rest of his career. I'm going to go with Arizona to win the national championship, I guess, man. This is off the first take, so... take it easy on me if you think I'm wilding. Let me know some picks you guys got below. Let me know who your national champion is. Let me know some upsets y'all think are gonna happen. Let me know if I screwed this up badly in your eyes. Let me know if you agree with me. Link your brackets in the comments. Feel free to. I'll check them out. Let me know if you guys want to start a bracket group as well. Let me go ahead and make this official. There it is. Arizona. Please leave a like, share this video, comment. Again, let me know what you guys are thinking for this, man. March Madness is here. And until next time, man, it's your boy Sal. I'm out, man. Peace.